Howdy, folks. Hello. I don't usually stream in the afternoon, but I had a big morning, and this was like a nice way to fill the time. Hello, everybody. It is myself, Ada, once again here on the internet doing stuff. It is a cozy 3:52 p.m. on the east coast of Canada, as we can see on the screen right now, August 28th. It is overcast, kind of a gray day, but not quite rainy. There's some brightness to it. It's nice. I had a good time gardening. It is a pleasant day and an alright time to exist and be around. And with that said, let's get to it. I just want to play some Pokemon. I had like a big morning of doing a bunch of stuff, and then I was like, oh, what am I gonna do with my afternoon? Because like, I spent the whole time programming and doing that kind of work, so I don't really want to do it in the evening. I mean, it's like, I don't want to sit here doing nothing, so hello. Bounce! I do find those words kind of distracting. I should really replace that with something else. I gotta get back on making the socket library. I'm having some tired days, but I woke up this morning, proper amount of sleep, even though my cat woke me up a couple times. Got myself some tea right off the bat, and I'm feeling a-okay now, which is nice. And I hope everybody else out there in the world on this wonderful Thursday is also feeling cozy and nice and good. I'm just gonna turn off notifications so I don't see people talking about whatever. There we go. Wonderful. So we are still on that train of just getting more and more ashes, so we can make more of the pipes, because that's interesting to me. And we'll probably just be doing that all day. I mean, hour or two, you know. Not gonna be doing this forever. Just want to fill a couple hours so that it hits the evening, and then I don't gotta worry about time no more. Been having some pad thai. Had some pad thai with a raspberry cordial. Prince Edward Island has a big focus and obsession on Anna Green Gables. Good for them. I mean, I can tell you where it's set from, most likely. But they actually make and produce a raspberry cordial drink that is so tasty. I love my fruit sugar. I don't usually go for like carbonated bubbly stuff either, but it's good. It's very tasty. So anyways, get ashes, level up the level up the new bird. Although he just got burned, so. Oh, she just got burned, I should say. I've been messing more with doing like a lava background, but I just cannot get it looking right. I mean, that's the thing. It's the first one I'm making that doesn't have a obvious visual reference from existing games to kind of refer to, or from like an existing like Pokemon background for the boxes and whatnot. So it is kind of complicated just for not having something I can crib, so to speak. And that is the goal. Like, I want some of these to be more original and not just directly from the games. Although, you know, the visual intent and style is one-to-one with that in a lot of ways. But it's like, well, like, there is a lava background. It just, I don't think it looks super great. And, like, for the whole vertical border styles on the stream and whatnot, it doesn't really make sense to me to have that. Because it's more of like a center, like, rippling out kind of pattern for the lava one. I mean, I have a picture somewhere, I think. Let me see if I can just bring it up. So we have Mr. Hyde there, and he's going to disappear in a moment. We have the one I'm trying to copy. Well, not copy. Emulate. Because, like, I've done other ones where it's, like, this is kind of one-to-one. But, like, I'm trying to, like, take this basis and make, like, one of these kinds of backgrounds with it. Actually, is it? What I have here right now? Where does it go? Yeah, okay. So, what I've kind of got going on right now is doing that kind of like wavy thing like the beach design has, but like, for different levels of like heat and lava firiness kind of thing. And then putting like little like lava bubble droplets in there. But it's not really, I don't know, something's missing. There's some design element that's just not clicking. I mean, obviously, these should be in the level above it for like visual distinction, which actually I can fix that in 2 seconds. I was messing with it. Oh, it's so refreshing to be able just to like press the button and they move. I was having to refresh the page constantly. I was doing web development stuff earlier from a course. And it's like, it looks better there, but like still for like visual space and whatnot, I'm just not really sure what to do with it. I think also the modeling needs to be like more detailed, but I'm just not sure. So yeah, I've been kind of meditating on that one for a while now, trying to figure out how I want it to look exactly. 'Tis a mystery. Like, for context, for the other ones I've been doing, what we got, where's seafloor? So the one we see in the bottom there is a pretty one-to-one with like the coral bubble kind of thing we see here. And that's why I was figuring out, like, how do they do this design? How do they pattern this kind of stuff? But now it's like, well, I wanna do this myself now. And across the beach also. Similar kind of vibe. But that's for me to puzzle out when I'm feeling like it. Where'd that Mr. Boy go? Here we go. He is a cute little guy. Boop. Okay. My artistic struggles aside. Oh, hey, Warmire! Yeah, I don't usually stream this late. I spent all morning doing some web design stuff for a course I'm working on. Actually, I finished that course, but it's part of a larger certificate kind of thing. And I was just like, I want to do something. Hope you're having a good day out there. It's been pretty chill for me so far. It's been a pleasant day. Because I pretty much just got up, started working on the course. Like, websites are... I figured out what to do with it, but I still gotta say, I think we should revisit CSS and maybe just re-explore other ways we could structure that, maybe. Because I think there's some deep flaws in how website HTML CSS works that could really... I mean, HTML is fine. It's the CSS side of things. But I mean, I figured out the stuff I gotta do. If I want to do more in the future, I know how to do it. So I have gained some skills, even though if I was actually going to develop a website, I would just use React Native, which is a very different ecosystem, but much easier to work with. So, but I mean, React Native is basically, you can just use JavaScript for most of it. And I know how to do that, so I'm fine there. But yeah. It was kind of fun, though. I used some of my stream border backgrounds as assets for the whole thing. Although it's peer graded, and someone knocked me off a point for something that was actually there. So. But I'll take a 95%, it's fine. We're just like, ooh. Anytime I have to grade stuff on... I use Coursera for that, because it's the one that has, like, IBM on there, and they're a pretty good name to have on a certificate. And I think a lot of people go there for, to get certificates and get, whatever kind of thing, like maybe workplace training as well. And I do think a lot of them bullshit it. And sometimes you've been doing a thing for 10 years, but your job wants you to get a certificate. You can just be like, yeah, I can just skip most of this and just get the certificate at the end by doing the quiz because I know what I'm doing. But for project stuff, it's like not a peer grading system. And some people really half-ass it, or just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you just took the reference images from the description of the problem and submitted those as your own work. So anytime you have to grade them as part of the final bit, it's just like, is this gonna be a real one or a fake one? I do not know. Um, but still, it's nice to have something to do like that. I dropped off it for a couple months, but I'm back on it now just because it feels good. It develops some skills, and it gives a little bit of structure to the day. I was thinking lately, like living in the middle of nowhere, you just don't have things to do. It's like when I was back in Copenhagen, it'd be like, oh, it's Sunday, it's pole dancing time. Oh, it's Thursday and Monday, let's go to yoga. Um, that's just like, oh no, like you have to build artificial structure into your whole week pattern. Just like, ugh. Internal motivation? Who has that? Not me. I cannot wait to finally have a job so I can move back to a place with people. It's like for a long time, like I very much lived like very isolated areas and whatnot and doing my own thing. It's like, oh wait, I understand now the appeal of society. I want it back. It's like, oh, actually, other people are cool and good, and you know what? I do want to do improv, maybe. I would want to, like, try some classes and just kind of have that social... Or, like, maybe, like, theater stuff, you know? I might say that. I was actually, like, really social in high school with, like, doing theater. I realized, like, 10th for... Like, I had this moment in 10th or 11th grade of just, like, oh, nothing matters. There's not actually any, like, social rule or structure in place to be like, you can't do a thing. I mean, there are, but, like, in terms of, you can just run for, like, a... Oh, hell yeah, sword fighting classes? Fuck yeah! Oh, you should do that, but, like, I am certain you could find a LARP sword fighting thing, and that sounds so fucking cool. Nerdy, but very fucking cool. Because there are absolutely, like... D&D tabletop LARPing nerds who also are super into like fighting, like mock fight, no, not actual fight, like mock fighting stuff. Oh hell yeah! LARPing also sounds really cool. A lot of social anxiety, but getting to do another voice and like Marguerite will crush you. This was a barbarian character I played for a long time. It was kind of a Russian strongwoman voice who would, well, barbarian, so crush things with her fists, and punch them and break them apart. I've never heard my voice. Actually, even though I watch back somebody. Holy shit! 6 special attack? Okay. Even though I watch back these VODs sometimes to, like, check out, like getting like thumbnails and stuff, I have managed to never actually catch a bit of a VOD where I'm doing a voice. I have no idea if my voices come across like the way I hear them at all. But yeah, doing the Marguerite voice was a lot of fun because like it's such a strong voice that I always know what to say because it's just the character is in the voice alone. That's always been a lot of fun. Big fan. But yeah, no, role-playing stuff, I love that. Honestly, I do feel like, for many people this is true, especially myself, if COVID hadn't happened, my life would be very different. Because when I graduated university and, like, the whole social sphere dissolves because everyone's leaving, and COVID hit that exact season, like, that March when COVID hit, I graduated in May, and then because I didn't want to get sick, I stayed inside like you were supposed to, while like moving to a new city. Yeah, that really kneecapped any social opportunities for about 4 years. I still wear a mask, but at least now I'd be more like, well, everyone's vaccinated multiple times, and I would wear a mask in like the public transit areas, so I could go to a room and like do a play reading with people or something. But yeah, oh my goodness. Life. It is what it is. But You find the things that bring you joy, and you try to commit to them and build your life around that. Oh, yeah. I honestly don't see myself ever not wearing a mask on, like, a bus for the rest of my life, because it turns out it's nice not to get sick all the time. Who knew? But yeah, my goodness. But yeah, like, improv, I really just, like, getting to be rowdy and goofy and funny with people is such a good time. And, like, having people who kind of match that energy that you're going for, oh, it's so good. People who know how to yes and, you know, cornerstone of improv. Cause like, oh god, I don't like it. I don't like it having like the marks right behind the eyes. Oh god, that's really disconcerting. Huh. Well, it is almost spoopy season. But yeah, what was I saying? Wearing a mask. I just don't want to get sick. Especially like when you realize, well, like I don't know, if you're just like on like a subway metro with like stale air and like 40 people crammed in there, it's like I actually don't want to breathe that air. It turns out. And a mask is very easy to wear. Also, in the wintertime, that actually keeps your face warm. Like, that is a game changer for Canadian winters, is having a mask on. Like, obviously wear a scarf, whatever, but like, like it just sits there, scarves like fall down, and like your nose still gets drippy and all that other stuff. Now, if you have to wear like glasses, or if it's like a snowstorm when you're outside, like have goggles on or something, that does make the air go right up there and like fog them up, but, you know, you fix one problem at a time, and a mask fixes a lot of problems. Oh, this one's cute. You really get to see how many I bet they put Spinda here just because they knew you would be getting all the ashes. So they were like, we're gonna put a ton of them around, so you can see all the different variations. Be like, whoa! There's a Mew under Vespinda! You know? Oh, I've heard about, like, semi-related, a trick for keeping a, like, shovel from getting snow stuck to it. Like, if you shovel out, you know, driveway, is if you spray it with, like, cooking oil first. Like, it can't freeze to it anymore or something. Um, so I was wondering if you could spray something on your glass for the same purpose. Oh, interesting. I like that. I like seeing developments in the sphere for things being convenient. Like, I assume it's just like the moisture, because like it's fogging up from like steam from your breath, so I assume it's the moisture can't stick to the surface because there's oil there. And oil and water, that do not mix. That's nifty. I like that kind of thing. I was gonna be sad though, as it gets colder and the plants start dying. God, though, my plants are being weird right now. It's just like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna let it like do whatever, but it's like, oh, it's all growing really weird. Ah, I dig it. Fog block. Free advertising. If your glasses steam up, go get that stuff. They can pay me later. You can probably Google it and find out. Encounter rate. Actually, maybe I should buy the white pipe first? because I think that would make encounters go down, and then I wouldn't have to worry so much about fights while I'm trying to get the ashes. That would just buy a bunch of repels and run around for a while. Oh, I forgot about them. Hey, a repel. Hey, an escape rope. Hey, an antidote. Hey, a blitzen. God, the biggest issue I was having earlier with the website stuff, that was just like I've been doing it for a couple days now, but I would just be like, fuck this after a while because it's just frustrating. Because again, I genuinely think CSS is not a very well designed structure, and we can and should do better. It was realizing like vertical spaces are really awkward because it's like I'll just set height to 100% of the screen. Oh, now it's 0. I'll set height to auto. Well, that's about 60%. How do I get to be 100? Yeah. And I realized finally, like, oh, there's a thing you can do. It's the viewport height, VH. To which I ask, why is the percentage not just by default the remaining amount of vertical space based on contextual positioning, where, like, I don't get it. We have the technology. It's called all of these libraries we build on top of things, so we never have to use, the basics anymore, which I think makes people forget how bad the default structure is. I'm having a hard time deciding if I should make my Skitty evolve or not. I only have to use this Moonstone, but it's so hard to decide. If I make it evolve, it'll become much stronger. But it looks so different too. Here, you have it. I want all sorts of things, but I used up my allowance. Wouldn't it be nice if there were a spell that made money appear when you waggle a finger? If you want, I can teach your Pokemon to move metronome. I thought it was gonna be payday. Okay. Never mind. This nugget I found here. I suppose I'll have to sell it, seeing as I know it has no other uses. Ah, I hate finding pure gold. All I can do is make $5,000 off of it. Speaking of which... $5,000, please. Oh, it actually is 5,000. I thought I was making it up. Yeah, I'll have $10,000, please. Thank you. Can I? I don't want to, but can I? Gives me $50 for my vape pipe. Come on, man. What can I buy from you? Great balls. We actually probably should buy more of those. Oh, they don't sell burn heals, do they? Well, a bunch of paralyzed heals are useful to have. How are we doing for antidotes? Tons of those. 200 steps at a time. Well, why not? We got the money. If I spend it, I won't care if I lose a battle. Except, is there something I was saving up money to buy? I don't think so. Cool. So anyways, all my yelling aside, how's your day been, Boromire? It's been good? Are you ending Thursday on a positive note that's gonna be a smooth sailing on to the weekend? I do hope so. These are just like rowdy, nasty little guys. I love them. Oh, do we have an item in here? Yes. I mean, I Ross Berry. I remember. There we go. I've been having a weird week for energy, but I think I'm starting to hit the stride. I'm like getting my feel for all of it, which I appreciate. Because like the extra exercise has been very good, but making sure I keep up like, you know, eating enough food with that as well as just general anxiety management. It turns out a cup of tea helps a lot, and I do forget about that quite often. I woke up this morning, had my tea, and was right ready to get started on the day. Yeah, a couple ethers are fine. I doubt for most of the game I'm going to care about having like super ethers and whatnot. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2! That would be really good to do. Give everybody some pants to wear. It's a nice action and also a little bit of snark that's just like, ooh. Especially, like, it's an RPG. I get being, like, casually horny funny about your guys not having pants on, but, like, they are gonna take more damage if they're not wearing pants, y'all. Like, there's two wolves inside of you. One of them's horny, and then one of them's, like, trying to optimize the RPG mechanics, and you gotta see which one's gonna win. No! Not a flame body the moment I bring out my bird. Oh, wait, I have Swift. I'll just use that instead. I'm a steel type. I don't get asthma. There we go. Okay, we can deal with the Slugmas now. There's a middle ground to be found. I mean, I guess you could just get a mod that makes your characters not have pants on, but like they still get to have the stats of it. You know, like... Because again, if you gotta fight the big dragon, you know, you gotta put... Ironically, put it back in your pants for at least a couple of minutes. It do be taking a while to do this, though. Because you need... like 2,000 ashes total or something. I did it as a kid. It took a very long time, though. Once I get blitzing up to a couple more levels, I'll probably just swap over to repels and make this go faster. But I'm also shiny hunting for Spindas, so, you know, we're multitasking. Because that's totally something I would do. I think Spindas are blue, though, when they're shiny, and I do respect that. That is kind of my color. If you could not tell from how I dressed myself up in my pixel sprite. Not a feint attack, that means it's not very strong. Oh, actually for Spinda, probably for Spinda it's the same pattern. It's just, you know, the recoloration is going to happen, you know, where there's relevant colors to recolor. That would be cool, though. To have, like, a completely different set of, like, color alterations or patterns and whatnot based on all of that. Turns out every Spinda actually is just, like, that kind of beige color. They just all, like spaghetti and get messy. Like, if you just ever gave them a bath, they all look the same. Hey, high criticals. I do gotta say, Skarmory's ability just being, it can't have its accuracy lowered. It's not that great, but, put up with it. It was a very lucky find. I think we've seen like 3 Skarmory's entire time so far with this, which, pretty small hit rate. Glad I caught it. I I've been thinking. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. I'm trying to think. Cause like there's Dark Souls 2 to play, but I've not really been in the mood for a Souls game lately. Like, I've been trying to only really play video games on stream, besides like little phone idle games I'm just chilling out with. Just because I can very easily like lose a lot of time to a video game, and I want to make sure I'm doing something with the time. Ooh, free defense, nice. So I'm like, what else do I want to play right now? But also, like, as means of like inspiration for making stuff, there's a ton of inspiration from Pokemon. Now, there's more stream decorations. There's more. I mean, I want to get the socket stuff working so I can make a little like monster idol game kind of thing for chat, because I think that's a very fun idea. It's a good environment. I must say, if I didn't stream, I probably would have started playing a Pokemon game around now. But like, I don't know, I like Pokemon as something you do with people. Oh yeah, the Monster Idol game is coming. I just need to get the socket stuff working so that my bot can talk to my cute lesbians kissing on screen thing. It'll pop up in a moment. Because once all that's working and I can get them to talk to each other, then I can have... I mean, the idea is like it's an idle kind of thing, so I don't want the chat filled with like commands or like, oh, what move do you use? I don't want the chat to be that, but I do want like everyone in chat gets associated to like their own little monster, but like automatically fight each other over time or something like that, you know. So I would need, you know, I mean, most of the program would be in JavaScript for like the back end and all the logic and whatnot and the data storage, but obviously it has to send it to the Java side so that we can see cute monsters fighting. For example. Oh, not Pack. Shit, Flame Body. Oh, okay. Narrator. Monsters fighting. Go. There we go. Not agility. I meant to use Swift. Oops. Oh, we're gonna get sleepy? Oh, we're eepy. I have a weed pipe for us. Do these break? Hopefully not. But yeah, I need to like design all the monsters for it, make all the, you know, back-end software stuff for it. But I mean, the main missing piece is just something needs to be shown to the viewers. So I need to, you know, have that facility in place. Hey, phone call. This is Isaac. Are you raising your Pokemon in the optimal way? Have you checked your EVs and IVs? Have you gone to Cerebi.net? Oh, you fool. The air is clean where I am. It's a perfect environment for raising Pokemon. If you're going to focus on raising Pokemon, you should come out to Route 117. Take care now. Yeah, I mean, the idea of the monster game too is that it's specifically... Because, like, there's Dragon Quest monsters, there's Digimon, so, like, there's a lot of other monster, and also, like, cassette beasts. So I don't want it to be, like, Pokemon. Also, I don't own the rights to Pokemon for making anything to distribute and share with people. So, obviously, I don't want to have a potential legal issue with that. Very unlikely, but also, I'd rather just cover my ass from the beginning. So, you know, making it, like, my own little system, my own little guys, and all that kind of stuff. Also, because of how I like to approach creative ventures, making something from scratch completely, with inspirations, is much more my vibe and style than... I mean, yeah. Also, because, like, to an extent, it's like, well, if I get this working nicely, then it could be very easy for, like, other people who stream to, like, use the stuff. At which point, it's like, I wouldn't mind, like, the ostensible advertising of other people using stuff I have made for like fun games that like people enjoy. You know? So with that kind of like spread and visibility, yeah. Also, it's cool to think of like, if I made my own 151 Pokemon, what would that look like? Like, what would like how would you design dozens of your own little guys? and then also make the art for it and like all that kind of stuff. So I sketched out some little ideas for that, but obviously translating it to like, because I mean the art aesthetic was very important to me as well. I like this aesthetic a lot. Um, I mean, the whole reason I made an art program is so I could more easily draw stuff in this low resolution aesthetic, because I like it a lot. One summer, I was like, I want to make some games. Um, between like first, second year of university, just like I want to like practice program by making some games. Um, oh, I need art and assets for it. Oh, I should like go get like a nice little like pixel art program. Oh, what if I made my own one? And so it's been 8 or 9 years now of me, as much as I can, only using my own art programs that I've written myself. Because I've been through a couple revisions now on the main one I'm using. For all the art I make in Fiends, it's all done in a program I made myself, which I enjoy. Um, I don't know, just it appeals to me a lot to approach making stuff that way. Like if I was like I wouldn't because this is going too far. But like if I was knitting, the idea of like shearing the sheep myself and spinning it into yarn and then using that, like in programming in digital contexts is easier to like go back that far in the whole like chain of how a thing happens it gets made, than it is in like real life ventures. But like for if I'm able to for programming, I do want to approach it that way because that's what I enjoy doing. Skarmory. I'm just always fascinated by how things get made. Because like, especially when it's older stuff like from 20 years ago. Because right now, a lot of stuff gets made by committee. It's based on a context established by previous instances of a thing. Like, you can't make anything right now, largely, that is not in the context of a ton of media in and around that area. And it's kind of unfortunate. Because, like, with how easy it is to look up information and see all of this stuff and, like, have deep dives into how things happened, like, no one's going to just organically make a game like Pokemon that is not influenced by its existence because everyone knows about it, Um, and new things happen, but it's still, especially at this point, like, you could get a lot of people, I think, in the 90s and early 2000s who were able to, like, just be amateurs in a good way, and, like, make this stuff from a context of just, like, little to no experience or knowledge or, like, cultural context for it. I say that, but also almost definitely, like, even early video games were variations on, like, existing, I mean, like, TV game shows and other stuff like that, potentially. Or, like, the first jump across the screen platformer, and then there were a million of them copying it. That's always been happening. But still, like, you gotta get those, like, the progenitors, like, the first of their kinds in, like, a lot of histories and whatnot. Like, the first Pokemon game, the first, like, tactical RPG, like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing, which even that was preceded by other games before it. Um, like, the first Mario, the first 3D platformer. There's a lot of stuff like that where I think it's a lot harder now to make things not in that context. But it's nice to look back and just be like, when there was nothing to pull on or directly reference, how did they do this? Like, what was that process going from nothing to now there's a Pokemon? And, like, that's why I really enjoy, like, design documents and, like, how this thing came to exist in history, because, like, obviously, it's kind of like taking some of the point out of it to be like, well, how do I recreate, like, having a eureka moment for the first time on something, Like, how do you recreate that? Like, you can't, because it's a natural expression that just happens by all of these influences that motivate you to want to do something very specific in this way. But especially right now, where, like, you're almost motivated and expected to... I mean, because I'm coming from computer science as well, which is, like, a really bad environment for creativity, because of assholes. Like, if I don't want to just copy a thing wholesale, which is ironic given the stream decorations right now, like, Oh, maybe. Huh. I didn't know it was based on Tamagotchi. I don't know what the timeline is for that. But yeah, just like, how do you intentionally make sure you're trying to make something novel and new and interesting and not just rip something off when that is so normal and expected in a lot of ways currently? And obviously not like legally rip it off, you know, legal distinction, but still like not actually novel or interesting. Like that's why certain things are like, oh, it's like you know, when Vampire Survivors came out, a million clones were immediately released right next to it. And it was all just like, oh yeah, it was just the exact same formula. And none of them really developed on it too much. Some of them were like fun and satisfying. Like Brotato was one. But it's still like, a very high quality copy is still a copy. And I'm not trying to be like elitist or like, no, these themes are very good and satisfying. And like they're made in their own ways, their own like motivations and inspirations, like visual designs, like all this other stuff going on too. But you know, even with that, it's like, well, now I want to examine like, well, what was their process for thinking about this root concept and how they were going to pivot it so that it became something distinct and interesting? And how can I make sure I do something like that in anything I do? Which it kind of does get a little bit, not navel-gazing, maybe just like overthinking how to be creative. But I mean, when I'm really tired all the time and can't actually like do the work, philosophizing about it maybe is all I can really do with my time sometimes. It's interesting to me. I like thinking about it. And also, a good way to learn, you know, working from scratch is like, how would I make like my own version of this thing? Because once I also have my own version of this infrastructure and code and structure and everything, now I can modify it however I want, in any way I want, to do other stuff. Like, once I understand, like, how this is built, I can see which joints I can pull apart, and then build something else using that. So. Much to consider. Yeah, I mean, Vampire Survivors is also, like, aesthetically, you know, a lot of Castlevania in there. Like, that specific game loop has a lot of uniqueness, but obviously, yeah, you have a good point. Like, it is kind of shmuppy in a lot of ways, works. Like, everything is a reinvention of something else with enough English on the ball to be something special. And so you just gotta think about what is the thing that you want to put into the things you make so that they're yours. Hey there, Ada, it's me, Trent. Are you talking a lot about creativity? Wow, you must be doing something kind of boring in Pokemon right now that gives you a lot of space to talk. I just got cleaned in a battle. I guess I need to raise my team some more. And there's a temptation to wonder if, like, that kind of originality is really valued when, if you just wait for the next trend. Ooh, not bad. Free HP, free special attack. Like, when the next trend comes along that you can just, like, piggyback and have AI copy or something and then make money off of, like, your mobile app transactions, whatever, it's just copying another thing. But, I mean, I'm ultimately trying to satisfy myself. I want to do things for other people. I mean, the thing is, the knowledge that I am not unique, because that's a very bold assumption to make about yourself, is comforting in so much as other people will have my same brain weirdness. Other people want another Sims 2 DS game to exist. Maybe not a lot, but some people do. And so as long as I make something that makes me happy, someone else will enjoy it too. So. That is always the comfort. I'm trying to be someone who makes stuff, is like, there's probably someone who had this exact same experience of like, man, Sims 2DS was so weird, like so much complex stuff going on in there. It was just a weird vibe. I want to go back to it, and then realizing oh, this is a super hollow, like, Sims 2DS is actually a very hollow thing. It's obviously made in a rush, not enough development time whatsoever. It's really weird in a lot of ways because of that sort of thing, but it's like, but what if all of the things that made this weird by accident, and obviously some of it also was just like a sense of humor that made it the way it was, which I really appreciate. But also like the eeriness, the emptiness, the weirdness of it in some ways, the way it felt because it wasn't really polished enough to like probably feel more standard like they wanted it to. Like, how do I make a game that does that on purpose and then actually can back it up? Actually has the depth to be like, because when you're a kid, you mythologize a lot. You really look at stuff and you go, what? Like, you build up all this stuff like, oh, me under the truck. Oh, there's all this stuff like, oh, this, all these systems and weird things like, how does this actually work? And then if you look into it as an adult, when your brain works better, you really realize all the limitations of it, where it actually falls short, what was actually going on there. And it's like, how do you make something intentionally that is not frustratingly esoteric, but does actually have all the stuff in it? Because like Mew Under the Truck is real because it's a memory glitch. It's a exploitation of how the game was designed and developed specifically so that you could cause a like forced encounter in a specific spot by doing all of this random stuff. Like, it was real because it was a way to break the game with like, speedrunning slash just like not hacking, just exploits within the game's like logical systems. Oh, I mean, yeah, if you look up speedruns and tricks and stuff, if you overflow your inventory and then move Pokeballs to a certain spot in your inventory, you overwrite arbitrary memory, so you can just turn off the lights in the room you're in by accessing your inventory. All of that shit about move in specific directions and then go swim here, like, that was real. It was actually just like, it was memory manipulation. Like, missing number is real. It's if you like, force an encounter where the memory address it pulls from is an illegal value. I don't know. I don't know if specifically Mew Under the Truck, because I don't know if there's an encounter point there, but like 100%, you can, with the basic version of Pokemon Red and Blue, glitch the game to get Mew, even though it's not actually like, supposed to be obtainable. That's 100% real. I love that shit. Dark Cloud has a really good one too, where you have to like go hundreds of positions off the inventory screen to grab the end game super sword right off the bat, because you can just, it's in memory, you can just go grab it if you go to the right spot in your inventory. That's the thing, is like, this stuff, these myths exist because one kid managed to do it by accident. You know? Or one guy who was already kind of into programming and hacking and whatnot figured out this thing based on like how the game was made and told his nephew about it, and then just spread on the playground. Like, that was real. Like, how do you make that again? But like, in a way that's sincere and like, I don't know, it's just because I love that kind of thing, It's so fun to think about that cultural phenomenon. It's because like once you see it about a couple of times, your kid brain will invent that for like in like Ocarina of Time, just being like, oh, I wonder what's over there, like, what's on the roof of the Mario 64 castle, like, what if there's like a secret level, or like, oh, there's a secret game within this theme, like this mystique of there's so much more depth here than we thought. That, as an adult you go like, oh, there isn't actually. There's a lot implied because they wanted to make the stuff but they never actually made. or we're not unable to for whatever reason, you know, like all these other things. It's like, but what if like I don't know how to capture that exactly, but it's interesting. I keep saying that. So I mean, part of it too is like you need like something to be a phenomenon so that like there is like a plurality of people engaging with something to talk about it, which you can't guarantee. Um, ooh, what game it was. Like you need a big enough audience for that kind of thing to happen, and that's not super viable. But like I don't, because it's not even so much about like I want to like make a game that has like this mystique around it. It's just I want there to be a curiosity, and then it to be validated, I suppose, would be the way to phrase. Like, I want it to, like... I want to make the game that I thought games were as a kid, you know? I want to be able to fulfill that promise that I've realized wasn't actually there. Which is talking a very big game. But I'm rambling, so who cares? I want to make cool stuff. As much as, like, I want a normal job for money, it's also like, but realistically, for my creative ventures, I want to make good in a lot of fascinations as a kid I had. Especially just a Sims 2. So Sims 2 DS is a game where you run a hotel in the middle of, like, the desert. And it's a really weird game. Partially intentionally. All the Sims 2, like, portable console games, like the GBA one, the DS one, the PSP one, they are all really weird games that are really fucking good. The most complete one is probably the PSP Sims 2 game, because it has like, I mean, it's rushed in some places, but like it has like a complete narrative that's actually like a really good one. Legit, I really like Sims 2 DS or Sims 2. I like them both. Sims 2 PSP legit has a very strong narrative in it that I really enjoy. I think it's a very well written game. A team was able to do whatever they wanted basically, and they did something wonderful, I feel. Um, like Sims 2 DS has like a vibe though that's just so good. Eeriness, weirdness, isolation, like able to like build this hotel and develop it over time and put people in it. Like helping these like little missions and stuff go on, like this mob boss who comes by and takes over the penthouse. Like a cult happens, go into the desert where like aliens will abduct you while you're like digging up mummies and whatnot. And it does it's thorough enough that you could believe there's so much more. Because sometimes a game, like, it's not robust. It doesn't... There's a certain level of polish you need for something to, like, not obviously have edges and limitations, you know? And especially as a kid, Sims 2DS had just enough polish to, like, feel so expansive and, like, so much. Ooh. Yeah, I played it as a kid. I replayed it somewhat a couple years ago, too. I watched Scorpy play it. He's in that Wayne Radio TV group. I think he has a very good play for it, too. But, like, it is such a wild game. And then it ends. And even along the way, it's like, wait, why is it suddenly so empty? Like, you've built all the rooms. You can play that one card game to get all the money you need in, like, a couple hours or something. You build all the rooms. Yeah, you do the free main missions. And then it just stops. And it's like, but what if this kept going? You know? Like, not even in a way of, like... Experiences have to end. Games can be short. Totally fine. But... it could go so much deeper. And, like... It was promising, like... I mean, it's tricky, exactly, because, like, you know, games shouldn't be infinite. Live service stuff, God, no. That's done way too much now, and I think is a big issue because people can't make games now without the publisher expecting, like, this whole, like, 10-year plan for infinite growth and money and whatnot. That's bad. More just... I mean, like, narratively, functionally, it's not a satisfying ending to begin with. But also, like, in terms of just continuing this exploration of, like, mystique and weirdness, it just needed more. Like, and like Bigfoot in the basement, the alien dissection lab that was pointless because the minigame was impossible, basically, and like you didn't need money. Like, it's like if you played Voice of the Void right now, and that bunker never had anything more in it. Like, Sims 2 DS is like Voices of the Void from like a year and a half ago. Not as good. Voice of the Void is an amazing game, but it's like that sense of just like, well, obviously there was more here that you just didn't do. Right? Like, obviously, there's a whole nother page of the script missing that we're never going to get to see because the development was rushed or cut short or something. But, like, what they had was so good. At least I think so. It caught my little brain as a kid. Because, like, that's also a game, like, when you're a kid and, like, you'll play a game and every time, like, a month later you'll pick it back up and restart again, too. Like, Animal Crossing, and Sims 2 DS, and even, like, Pokemon a lot of times. Like, God, when I was a kid, I just remembered I would reach the Elite Four in a Pokemon game, and before going in, I would restart the game over again. Like, I did not beat a Pokemon game until I played Black and White, and then I finally actually finished one. Like, Ocarina of Time, the same thing. Like, whenever I came back to a game and it had been a while, I would just restart it from the beginning. So I never really finished games because I mean, you know, I had ADHD as a kid and stuff too. I would not stick with it long enough, which meant I would just like play the first day or two of Sims 2 DS over and over again, and always be like, wow, there's so much here, and then never actually play it more and finish it. Also, as a kid, I would never have understood how to actually beat it because you have to get all the engineering tokens for the elevator. Again, unfinished mechanics. The only purpose those like mechanic skill points had was for the narrative. It didn't do anything else because they didn't implement more of the game. Yeah, it did a lot, I think, for adding to the sense of weirdness in things. So I always just like play the beginning, see this like great mountain before me, and never actually like go up and look at it too closely when I was young. I made a point a couple years ago of actually like going back and like playing and finishing games from my childhood. And that was interesting to do. I mean, I was like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 was a big one for that, to actually playing and finishing them. Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be great because they're resistant. Like, in a sense, me saying like, oh, I want to get an action stuff is like, oh, I just want a game to be good. But like, that's not a... Damn, 4 special attack. Do Spinda give special attack IVs? Shit. Or EVs, rather, effort values. Good spot for special attackers, huh? Imprison. No? No, that's so situational. Like, honestly, thinking about, like, Ocarina of Time, Kids from Our Childhood, Majora's Mask is the completion of the childhood rumors of Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask has the depth the weirdness, the specific things to do, and a like player visible structure for actually accessing and achieving all of those things. Like Majora's Mask, like Majora's Mask has the vibe I'm looking for that I wish Sims 2DS and other things had of like actually like making good on the promise, you know? Like, if you do, like, the whole quest line to get the mask for the married couple and stuff, like, there is so much stuff involved in that that's so specific. You have to, like, you know, cycle through your 3-day time limit, like, a half dozen times or something just to do it just right. Like, but then they're kind, and they give you the book that says, here's a thing to go do, figure it out. And it's like, like, it has, like, that schoolyard rumor of, like, there's this thing here, like, whoa, what's this, what? But then inside the game, it just goes, hey, go look over there. And you don't have to have the schoolyard rumors for it. Dark Souls 1, I think, had that community aspect, too, of, like, how do you save Solaire? How do you do all this stuff? Like, Dark Souls 1 was really good for that. And I think Dark Souls 3 got a little bit, I'm gonna say up its own ass, not to be rude, but just because that's the phrase that works for it, I think, of making that a little bit too cryptic, to the point where it was just esoteric and clunky. I still like Dark Souls 3, it was a very good game. Again, Slave Knight Gale, best boss fight in Dark Souls game ever. I mean, even compared to shit in Elden Ring, I think Slave Knight Gale is still better for style. He's so fucking good. But yeah, no, Dark Souls 1, especially like the time it came out in, for like, we hadn't quite sunk down to immediately breaking games open for everything they have with like online articles and stuff. We were getting there though. Very good time for that to come out and just to be like, also because like Dark Souls 1 at first was kind of niche. It hit mass appeal eventually, but for a while at least, it kind of was this like weird, ultra hard game that people kind of distanced themselves from. And I think it took a little bit for it to be like more mainstream, especially with Dark Souls 2 not being the best received kind of thing. But now with Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, it's very mainstream. So, but yeah, no, Dark Souls 1 I think definitely has that kind of vibe to it. I think it's making a robust world with a lot of systems that when you go, I wonder if the system does this thing. The answer is yes, it does. Which Majora's Mask 100% does. That's the thing. Like, Ocarina of Time does feel like it is missing a couple of things. It feels like a little bit... Like, there's so much there. It's a very good game. I still love it. I'll get back to the randomizer sometime soon. But it does still feel like you can't go to the castle. They kind of remove interactable kind of stuff pretty quickly. There's not really like a lot of depth to interactions in some ways. Like you don't really get to engage with the world and like affect it or do stuff so much. Besides the main narrative plot of like finishing it. There is really cool stuff like getting to Epona by doing stuff as a kid and as an adult. Like there's stuff like that, but it doesn't quite have the same like schedules and rule systems and I mean just the whole structure of Dark Souls, of Majora's Mask is like people are on a 3-day schedule. And it is super important that you know what they're doing and how to engage with it for all of these things you're trying to do. And there's like the Clock Town. Is it Clock Town? I think it's Clock Town. And then there's like the Goron Village and the Rudo stuff. Like there's all these different towns of different people doing different things over the course of like a 3-day schedule where sometimes you'll have to like interact with multiple of these in the same time span very quickly to make things happen. And so it's a very living, interactable world that has the depth you need to be satisfied with it. And also, because it resets, there's novelty, because it's not like you'll do a thing and now the world is permanently changed. It's, well, you did it that time, loop, and now it's gone, and now it's not that anymore, but you could make it happen again. And so there's innate, like, variety. Nothing really gets stuck in place. It's really interesting. And like Sims 2 DS is like that kind of thing. Like it's a world of systems and mechanics that you can engage with. It's just you can finish it, and also you can finish it too easily. And I think that's where the issue is. So I think that's the thing I'm really thinking about. Just like because Mew Under the Truck, it's this idea of like rules and systems that you can engage with to make the world change a little bit, which Pokemon largely lacks like significant gameplay structural changes over time based on the things you do. You unlock things, but you don't really change the world. And I think that mythology about like Mew Under the Truck and like shinies being exciting, like were things that like they changed the world in either random or controllable ways that were just interesting, And in Sonic Adventure Battle 2 is another game that I have a lot of esteem for, and it's like there is kind of like Sonic Adventure Battle 1 has like Sonic Adventure 1 Battle's the second one. Like Sonic Adventure 1 has like more of an obvious world that changes as you play through the story, but like it's not as in depth. But also if you restart the game every time you replay it, because you only play the game for 2 days at a time, then like you kind of do have a sense of breathing stuff. But again, it's just a Chow Garden. For Sonic Adventure Battle 2, it's just a Chow Garden for me. That gives me all of the like continuity, world system, whatever stuff I need from that game. And it ties it all together for me as well, so it's not just like a level-based whatever. It's really good. But yeah, I think what I would want to make then to feel satisfied is just something where there is a robust sense of a living, interactable world that... Which, that's a thing that, like, a lot of people, like, promise, like, oh, it's a world where all your decisions matter, and, like, the whole Skyrim or Starfield or whatever, kind of, like, ideas of exploration and crafting the narrative and all this other stuff, but, like, not even, like, these huge ways that they promise, but just, like, little things, And that is a difficult thing to think about and figure out how to get exactly right. Oh yeah, and then like Animal Crossing too is like that kind of. Animal Crossing, I think you understand the rules pretty quick because it's not meant to have. It's not meant to have immediate depth. It's meant to have like long-term depth. But there was still like a lot of like interesting stuff to that. Just like, whoa, I can get an arcade machine to play Mario in my house, and then you look up cheat codes to get money and. What if Animal Crossing, because I had a strategy guide for it, oversimplified too quickly? I don't know. Yeah, and the reason Sims 2DS falls short is because at a certain point after you've done everything, you realize that everyone is just on the same, like, NPC behavioral cycle. And that... Because, like, while it's going along, you have these interesting people to interact with. And then once they're all gone, everyone is just like that now. And it all, I think, kind of falls apart because of that. Like, there's not like this... Like, I wouldn't play it all along past finishing the game, but I would still be like, oh, interesting, neat, and cool. But, like, because you kind of hit that end point, and then you just realize, like, oh, like, the mob boss is back, but he's just a normal guest now. And, like, it kind of, like, cuts him short in a weird way. I think that's where, like, that end game disappointment comes in for me for looking back on it and realizing, like, oh, okay. Like, the systems weren't that complicated once you remove the narrative engagements that were interesting and added a lot to it. I still like it, though. Again, there's a lot of promise in that. Anyways, I talked a lot just now. I'm gonna drink some water. Clear my throat. sometimes I'm like, I don't have a lot to say today, so like, am I gonna stream because what am I gonna talk about? And then I just actually talk about game design and inspirations from childhood obsessions for an hour. As it should be. Anyways, Ashes. It helps that there's nothing to interrupt me because it's just this for an hour. The game I do want to make the most as just like a first one. I mean, there's a couple ideas I have that I want to do all of them. But like the one that like I was the closest to working on, and then just stuff came up, is actually inspired. You might not know this Game Boy game called Ham Taro Ham Heartbreak. Anybody? It's a little adventure game. It's a lovely little game. It's really cute. It is genuinely an extremely good game. Oh, I just remembered that someone who Let's Played it doesn't. You did play Ham Heartbreak. Hell yeah! That game's the best. It's such a wonderful little adventure game, right? That's just like amazing. I just remember actually someone who Let's Played it. I mean, ProZD had a channel before his current one with someone, and the just things went weird between the two of them, so that's all kind of like verboten. But it's like, oh wait, shit, he played that game on. I think he played it on that one. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna go back and watch that because the vibe is awkward now. But it's like, I want to see that Let's Play though, or I just want to engage with that game again. Cause like, it's cute, it's low key. It's all about helping your friends be friends with each other after a mean demon hamster kind of got in their way and made things bad. And it's just like adventure game. Use item on theme, but also as you go through the game, part of the narrative like progression is learning new words to learn how to communicate with people better so that you can solve problems using new forms of communication that people teach you. I love that idea so fucking much. Like having, it's not just like a progression of like, I got this new item. It's like, oh, because I helped this person, they taught me the idea of like doing this thing, and now I can use this to like go help the ghosts in the mansion. Also, actually, shit, maybe I should play Ham Terror or Ham and Heartbreak for Halloween. Hey, I might play that for Halloween, actually. I might do a very chill Halloween. October of Hat in Time and Ham Terror, Ham and Heartbreak, actually. Maybe I won't play Bloodborne. Hat in Time was like a lot of costumey kind of stuff, so it feels very good for Halloween for me. Also, it's just cute, and Hat in Time is an amazing game. Please play it. ProZD's in it, guy I just talked about. But yeah, just it's cute. Like, I want to make a game that is the vibe of Ham Heartbreak, because also it's also going to be a Christmas game too. I want a game where you help save Christmas, but the whole vibe and procession of it is like being this young little kid who is nervous to talk, and so it's more about like learning like emotions and expressions and stuff. So it's never like dialogue, but like this little kid just like expressing ideas and stuff to like communicate with people and progress and like help people out with things and all that kind of good stuff. That is what I want to make, because I think it'd be very fun. Also, it's not really good Christmas games. There's games with like Christmas content, but not really just like, here's your Christmas adventure game, you know? Like Halloween has a couple games, and also games with just very spooky vibes. A lot of games will get like holiday, like extra content, but just there's not very many games that are just like, this is a game you play for Christmas that feels like Christmas, and I want to make one like that. I mean, part of the reason why that is most likely because for publishers, a game that's themed around a specific season will see poor sales outside of that season. But I don't have a publisher, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Also, if I build all of the mechanics and infrastructure for a adventure game, I can then use that to make more of them. for different vibes afterwards. And any project I work on is an excuse to make more infrastructure for making other things more easily. That's my secret. All of these Pokemon backgrounds, I have so many drawing tools now that I can just pop in to make new backgrounds. Although, again, I'm struggling with the fucking lava background. Like, I want to be able to take what I know and I've learned from making these and just go completely original and get some stuff going. But there's still just so much, like, the vibe. Like, how do you copy the vibe? But I'm working on that. But yes, I want to make a Christmassy game with, like, a ham-to-over ham and heartbreak kind of engagement system. You would, like, go to different levels and places, like, help people to, like, gather Christmas cheer to help Santa and stuff like that. Just fun and cute, you know? Game's more about helping people than is about, like, I mean, it's gonna be a Christmas game, you know, because it's gonna be natural to what it's doing. But, like, ideally, like, it's not, like, super huge on the iconography and, like, I mean, it'd be nice if it's like, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's like, oh, there's still like a sense of goodness and, you know, you would still want to play it even if you don't celebrate Christmas because it's more about goodness and believing in the goodness of people than it is about, like, specifically. I mean, it is ultimately a derivation of a Christian holiday. Although, I mean, it's stolen from the pagans, but everything was. Actually, I have my notebook of, like, plans for that right next to me right now. I just have to actually do it. Yo, what you got for me? Can you tell me how many? White flute? What does this one do? Uh-huh. It lures them. I did not want that. I wanted the black one. Shit. That's okay. How much more ash do I have? I have been just like an hour. Do I just have enough now for... You can't check? Can I get a black flute? No. I could have gotten the one that made them less likely to appear to make this easier. Shit. Anyways. So what about you, audience? What would you want to make if you could make a game? Like, what's the vibe that's in your mind for that sort of thing? Thinking of like a Blue's Clues like, and what's your favorite color? Wow. But also legitimately interested in what folks want to do. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Christmas game, you know how it be. It's a fun vibe. I want to go more for a kind of goodness in people's hearts and cheeriness than specifically religious tones. But also being who I am, if I'm gonna make a game about like that seasonal holiday, it's gonna be about Christmas because I do not have any claim to any other kind of thing. And Christmas is also very generic. Again, it has its roots in like I mean, again, its roots are actually in paganism, but like in Christianity. But the way it's actually held, celebrated, and expressed is different. But also, you can't remove that connotation, and also there's a certain level of like. It is sometimes used as a bludgeon culturally towards other belief systems that do different things for the holidays in that time of year. So like, I get it though. Okay, you make the things that you want for yourself while being respectful to everything else, and the people who want to engage with it can engage with it. I will not make the Hanukkah game, but I will support anybody who does. You can maybe do a pretty dramatic, like, recreation or, like, narrative equivalent to the... Because Hanukkah has the whole, 7 days of oil sort of thing to keep the lanterns lit, doesn't it? I mean, there is, like, candle nights from the McElroys. There are different, like, Festivus, I believe, from Seinfeld. Um... But for the notion of, like, going around helping people... I think there's certain, like, symbols from Christmas that I want to use in the game. But again, I'll make my own little thing. I can make more in the future. I've always got the opportunity for making a lot of stuff, as long as I stay alive long enough. I'm only 27. I don't gotta worry about my life fading away too quickly. If like, oh, my time has passed. I've missed attention to so much. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm 27. I will have plenty of time to do more stuff in my life. It's okay. I wish I had done more before now. That's definitely true. But I have plenty of time still. It is good to remember that. Nice. How good is this game at putting Pokemon in... Oh. Yahoo! It's Brooke. How do you do? I've been raising my Pokemon with you as the target. I don't intend to lose when we battle again. Isn't it great to have trainer friends? Let's meet again. I'll kick your ass. Survey. Would you turn on location sharing with Brooke? Yes or no? Would you meet Brooke behind a local Denny's to sword fight? Yes or no? Was I talking about something before Brooke called? I don't remember. I've managed to maintain a cogent, long discussion about a thing because I have not been distracted during it. And then I got distracted once and completely lost a thread. What was I talking about? Shit. I need to keep a transcript. Like, I have the captions, but I need, like, a transcript of just, like, timestamps. Like, what was I saying 10 minutes ago? Oh, yeah, not being so... Yeah, I'm only 27. I got plenty of time to do shit. I'm getting better at what I do and honing my craft every single day. Well, most days. Some days I'm just kind of depressed and sad. But hey, you get those days too. You endure those days so you can do stuff the other ones. Got items? Oh, we do got items. Another full heal. Another doing 3 battles in a row in the battle tent. Oh, wow. I just did 6 battles in the battle tent in a row from getting those 2 full heals from my raccoons. But I do wish I had a more clear-cut next couple of months for stuff I could be doing. Because in close context, not being near anyone else is like, you get a lot of motivation from other people, it turns out. But hey, you can still make spaces like this one to yell into the void. And gradually increase the production value of a stream more and more over time, and see if that eventually makes more people show up. I mean, at the very least, I learned a lot about JavaScript. Oh, actually, I know about JavaScript already. I learned a lot about, what have I learned from doing? I mean, some bits of, like, HTML, JavaScript stuff, for sure. A lot of it's just, like, just canvas drawing. I guess optimizations in that context I've learned how to do more. General creativity and art, and, like, artistry. I have a better sense of, like, how to make the sprites for this context, too. I don't know, I've done something. I have not I have not hidden my light under a bushel. That is important to do. I'd love to see a shiny, but that'd be cool. A little side reward of doing this. Oh, that one's still broken, huh? I know that's the thing. So, it is a browser source displaying HTML text. So why, for that one message, does the bot message go off the side of the thing when it's supposed to be filtered into that space naturally? I do not know. Maybe the link's too long? Oh, maybe that's what's doing it. So I'm half distracted at the moment, but I can still be pressing the B button. Ugh. It's kind of weird they don't give you any way to see how much ash you got from doing this, but so it goes. Yeah, the bots are weird, but also it's just like, it's an HTML thing. Like, so what the bot does is it just has a listener on the like chat stream coming in, and it grabs the text, formats it a little bit, and then updates an HTML file that reloads every 3 seconds. So it is just ultimately just like how HTML is being read into a horizontal space that's just overflowing for some reason. But having done a lot of HTML CSS today, it's all bullshit, so makes sense to me. Oh goodness. I do enjoy making website mockups because when it doesn't actually matter, I make a lot of just it's fun to make a website that doesn't matter because you can just kind of take the piss out of it. Does Swift do more damage? About stab? I might run over and do Flannery's Gym real quick just because it's something different. But I am going to get all the flutes, so we are doing this next time too. Not that I'm in like any kind of rush to like close up shop or anything. It's been an hour and a half of this because I was like, oh, maybe I do something else. This is the part of Emerald they don't want to tell you about. The part that's still fun, but just kind of slow. Oof! I got burned. That slug made a joke about my mom. Shit. Okay. Okay. Ah. I wonder if I can put a narrative story into a stream idle game. I probably could. Can I make a website integration to like, making it a thing so that like participation, like passively, because again, I don't want the chat filled with people doing stuff, but like just people being present so more stuff happens in the idle game. Like, oh, I could write like really dramatic overwrought lore that gets slowly parsed out over time. That'd be fun. Just like super self-serious Pokemon Monster World lore or something. Well, I gotta build a lot of the rest of it before I can think about that much more, but that might be fun to do. Oh, can I just make... Because the first Guilty Gear game was like one of those, you're invited to a tournament, now fight, but it's to bring back like justice through blood ritual and stuff, right? I wonder if I could just make a Pokemon monster version of that. And like everyone in chat are fighting each other for the whole thing. Oh. Interesting. I will give that contemplation while I slowly fix my socket library so that my Java stuff can talk to my JavaScript stuff. I know how to get it working. I know the technology for it. I just need to overhaul a lot of architecture so I can actually do it. And that's the problem. Actually, I already did that. I have to just test it now and then fix what's broken. That Sunday was a lot of programming that left me very burnt out. But I got most of it done in one go. Overhauling a library to fundamentally change how it works is harder than just starting from scratch again. I really should have just done that. Damn, look at that attack! Hell yeah. Yeah, that beefiness. I've also thought about, like, getting friends involved for making stuff. Because, like, I can make... I mean, you can see the spray in the corner. I can make, like, assets and, like, draw stuff, but it's not my forte. I do not spend 9 hours doing that like I will do programming sometimes. I wonder if creatively minded friends would be wanting to get in on any of that. The problem is it's a style thing, and they have to, like... I don't know. The reason me doing it myself and making my own programs to make stuff with is so I can get it just right. I should learn to work with people though better. God, university group projects were the fucking worst. Partially my attitude. I mean, I wasn't like an asshole actively, but like, I like knowing how things work and doing them myself. But also just, you take 4 random people, like, that's the sense I have about it. It's like, it's not the best attitude, but it's the one that's consistently works. Have you already challenged Flannery, the leader of Lava Ridge Gym? The girl's grandfather was famous! He was one of the Elite Four in the Pokemon League at one point. It wouldn't surprise me to see Flannery become a great trainer on her own. Right. Is her grandfather supposed to be Blaine? I don't remember if her grandfather is anyone you meet. Professor Cozmo went off to Meteor Falls on Route 114 with some people from Team Magma. I can spot gain affiliation on sight. I made it rid of the like blue and Actually no, Team Aqua was the bandanas, but Team Magma, aren't they just nerds? Does Team Magma wear like what's the Team Magma uniform? No, they have hoods with horn. Oh right, it's the hoods with the horns on them. Oh, that's cute. I forgot about that. See? Take a look. This is my precious Azurill. It's slick and smooth and plushy too. Hi, 5:30. Goodbye, 5:30. I'm gonna have to ride a bike tomorrow. I'm the move tutor. I know all the moves that Pokemon learn. Every one of them. And I can teach Pokemon these moves. I know how to use Hyper Beam. Try me. I can teach a move to a Pokemon of yours if you'd like. I'll do it for a heart scale. I'm collecting those now. If your Pokemon needs to learn a move, come back with a heart. You won't see that for another 2 gems. Yeah. I was very studious. Again, to the point where actually I kind of regret not having had more fun in university. But so it goes. Oh. Oh, are you digging the cave? Oh, I forgot about this! Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was very studious, so I definitely was active for all my projects. And like occasionally, you know, it's been 2 weeks for like a course lawn project, and you're the only one who's submitted anything to the GitHub for it, and just like, hey y'all, please. And then someone gets snarky about how they have other classes too, while you're taking 6 courses and attending a 7th one to take notes for it for tutoring. And yeah. So theoretically, I've heard that they can go well. I'm the fossil maniac. I'm a nice guy who loves fossils. Do you want a fossil? But the fossils around these parts all belong to me. None for you. If you can't bear to go without a fossil, look at a desert where there are boulders and sand that may hide fossils. Oh, I would need... Oh, you do need a second... Oh. Hey, for living decks, I might boot up a Ruby or Sapphire playthrough. I like to fish, but I also like to battle. If anyone challenges me, I'm there, even if I'm fishing. Now, when I actually worked for a summer, I was not a good coworker for a research fan of someone else. Just not communicating very well, expectations, and I don't know. I had some elitism for a while that I've gotten over by having continued failures in my life. You know? A very blunt way to put it, but true. I like to battle, but that doesn't mean I'm good at it. It's good to become a better person over time, and especially knowing that right now, I'm a worse person than I will be in a year, most likely. This time I'll do it! I always think that, so I can't walk away from fishing or Pokemon. What's in this pond? Oh, it's an old rod? Yeah. That's like Magikarps and Tentacles only. Whoa! Cool dog, mister! Can I pet your dog? All my Pokemon does is roar! No one dares to come near me. If you would, please take this TM away. Dude, you have to train your dog to be sociable as a puppy. Unless COVID happens, in which case your family has a very anxious dog who is bad at socializing because he didn't get to. You love bad timing. Sir? No! I want double battle. Me? I'm not just a pretty face. No, child, that's all you are. You're too young to think of anything else about you. I refuse you. I deny you. That wasn't cute in the least. Whoa! I landed a big one! A huge one, I tell you! Hey, it's Kai. From Gundam 79. He's kind of an asshole, but he grows over time. Shows up in Gundam Zeta Gundam, but it's not really clear why. I mean, narratively, yeah, but like, why they brought the character back. I get why they brought back Kyoto, because what happens in ZZ Gundam, but what was that about? Did mine lose in size? Hi Ada, hello. This is Ricky. I tried battling another trainer, but I lost. It was really disappointing. Well, see you again. Is that telling you that they're ready to refight? Hey, that makes them not like you. Never use that item. Sup? If we were fishing, you wouldn't stand a chance against me. So bring out your Pokemon. I'd catch more bluegill than you ever could. Sir, can you please use Pokemon that are more relevant to my interests? Where's Flannery's gem? I thought it was up there. Wait, did I assume the battle tent... Did I assume that the gym was a battle tent? Did I miss it? Well, we'll see in a minute. I'll just not get that gym badge, man. Do I have the HM for Fly already? I don't think I do. Oh, I was saying this earlier. I wonder how often in these games, like, what's the proportion of gyms where the area preceding it actually gives you Pokemon useful against that gym? Because, like, the special Pokemon to get here is Skarmory, who being a Steel type is useless against a Fire gym, right? You can get a Pikachu before Pewter City in the first one, in the forest, in Viridian Forest, but you're going up against the Rock Gym, so Pikachu is useless. You still get the Pikachu, though, because it's Pikachu. I need to exercise after a meal. Let's have a match. What do you mean wait 30 minutes? No, I'm just gonna get cramped. Oh, sorry, I should be doing this kind of voice for her, actually, because I keep forgetting that all of these character models are little kids. I had a PB&J and chocolate milk, and my stomach is fucked. Yeah, I'm gluten-free. My stomach just can't do it. And a lot of gluten-free bread just... It can be fine, but... God, I miss a good PB&J, because you need soft bread for that, and you just can't do that with gluten-free bread, usually. Oh no! Okay, why is that the overall model for, like, a 12-year-old? Did they... That's another thing about the development for this game. Did they just not develop, like, make more overworld sprites? Because they have so many battle sprites. I would think the overworld ones are, like, way easier to make. Oh, there's a Swablu over here! I forgot about them. I'm not gonna replant these. I will never be back here. I'm sorry, person berries. I will never be back in this area to reharvest you. And you don't actually reseed your cells. I plant them, so you know. They're supposed to, but I don't think that's working. Oh, shit. What just happened there? Oh, God, the Ponyta just lit someone on fire. Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, because today was the day that the ranch got bigger, we got 2 Gengars today, by the way. Here are you. I love using the berry crush machine, so I'm collecting berries. I'll share one with you if you'd like. I'm one of 2 people who give you a berry every day in this game. You should ride a berry crush machine with your friends. What, you play an emulator? Nah, whatever, man. Ah! A woman after my own heart. Oh, Ada! I'm sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret in exchange for this. Ah! May I offer advice about my Pokemon storage system? You should organize your boxes so you can tell which Pokemon are in them. Yeah, I used their ID numbers in the Pokédex to do that, a thing that everyone should do, and I'm surprised everyone doesn't do that. Ooh, it's Lynette's research notes. There's information about boxes. Design boxes to hold 30 Pokemon each. Each trainer should be able to hold 420 Blaze It Pokemon in the PC system. Keep reading? A marking system should be added to make Pokemon easier to organize. The name and wallpaper design for each box will be made changeable to please the stored Pokemon and give Ada inspiration visually for all of her stream decoration background she's been making for the past month. Keep reading? When storing a Pokemon, it should be sent to the box inspected last. If that box is full, the received Pokemon is stored in the next box. In other words, when a box is examined, it is automatically selected as the box to which Pokemon are sent. This legitimately is how you write documentation before you program something. You write just like, the intended feature is this. It should accomplish this thing in this way. Like, these are actual notes you would write for a program. Not as detailed, maybe, for, like, the system you're using, but, like, yeah. That reads very well to me, like, accurately for what it's supposed to be. Oh, who's emailing Loretta? Your storage system offers more convenience than mine. It has a lot of user-friendly features that make it fun and useful, too. It makes me proud that I played a part in its development. Here's hoping that you'll continue researching storage systems. From Bill. This is the note you send someone when they fork your GitHub repository and make a more popular thing, and you're just like, I can't be angry. But, good job for taking the thing I made and making it better. Actually, I do worry about that. All my stuff is public, and I legit am like, I hope someone doesn't just like take me doing 90% of the work for something and then just put their name on it. Who taught you about Pokemon? That's all I have to say. We're schoolgirls. It's really unclear why the expectation is that us schoolgirls wear skirts this short. What the fuck is wrong with that, people? I bet confusion will do it. Can we just wear pants, please? Like, what the fuck? I'm very glad I never had a school uniform. I just don't think I would have. I mean, it makes it convenient to know what to wear. It removes some classism because everyone's dressed the same and it's not like. But also, I don't really think that like fancy clothes is really an issue anymore. I mean, I don't know. I just don't give a shit about that. What amazing battle style! You just one-shot us before we even got started. I started training Pokemon because Tira, my student mentor, taught me. I was teaching my junior Ivy about Pokemon. This will be an anime one day. Yep, it's fun. You can fish, roast marshmallows, and tell spooky stories. But the best of all are the Pokemon battles. I like voice acting for these because I will sometimes just go like, I'm just gonna see what happens on this one. Wait, you mean you had 6 Pokemon with a variety of moves each so that you could just win? Huh? What do you mean your team was like just dynamic and what? Wow, I didn't know you could do that. I want a Pokemon game like Pokemon Coliseum, but the limiting factor is that Pokeballs are super fucking expensive. Like, you just can't afford to catch that many Pokemon or, like, waste them. It'd be annoying. It would massively change how you play the game. Way too strong! Ada already forgot the voice she did for this person. What is it besides a Swablu here? Whoa, item! Don't mind if I do. I mean, I just want another Pokemon Coliseum. I should play that at some point. That game is kind of... I like that game. It's very slow. I might have to do like a third picture-in-picture of the game I play while I play Coliseum because it's so slow. Maybe I would like play Pokemon... When I was in college, I played Pokemon Coliseum while playing Pokemon Red, while playing a Pokemon browser game. Oh, I might just load up a Pokemon browser game or something then. That'd be fun. Because legit, you'll like do your turn, and then it's like 40 seconds of animations to get back to your turn order. It is so slow. I like it. They really were showing off the animations though. Also, it's double battle, so it takes even longer. And like, it's a very slow... Like, that is a slow game in a lot of ways, because like, leveling is very slow as well. So you're not... That's not going to be a game that is played very quickly. Don't you dare crit. Thank you. I have considered doing sensory overstimulation, which I'm already slowly approaching with the current stream layout. I've just way too much shit on the screen at the same time, because, I don't know. I think that would be a little bit... Like, the thing is, I don't think I have the voice and mannerism to back up that much stuff on the screen. So I'm trying to make sure... The Cotton Bird Pokemon. A Pokemon that has wings like cottony clouds. After enduring winter, in which little food is available, Swablu flocks move closer to towns in the spring. Like, I was talking a lot today about design and stuff, but it still wasn't like, hey guys, let's get going, wow, what's this? Kind of stuff. Because that is extremely not at all in my casual nature of how I behave. I try to force some energy, but I can't force that much energy comfortably. Swablu, Cotton Swab, don't put this in your ear. What are things you don't put in your ear? No ampersand? There we go. But yeah, I don't have enough energy, I feel. Oh my god. Hey there, Ada, it's me, Trent. I just took a shot at catching this Numel, but it took off. I came so close too. It's part of my day. Oh, I see you. Oh damn, I found carbon. Like, I try to like have the stream at least like it's like what's that thing called? Ludonarrative dissonance that they talked about a lot in like 2008 for video games. Yeah, you want the mechanisms of the game to match the narrative structure. I want the energy of myself to match the energy on display. And so it's a little bit distracted. You know, we have the accurate angel, we have the talk sprite, we have the entire other video game in the corner. But I don't know. I might do it for fun though. Want to battle against my Pokemon? I've been thinking like, how do I include like the idle game stuff without being like overwhelming? Because I've had ideas for like other things like permanently on the screen, like little idle city builder games too. Like everyone in chat's like a little like citizen in the town doing stuff and whatnot. A lot of ideas. Gotta execute on them still. But it's like, is this gonna be too distracting? I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Once I make it, I can consider the issue though. That's more of a, once it's made, how do you tailor this to your intended purpose? Not so much a, don't even make it in the first place because you're anxious about it. At least that's how I'm trying to be. Bye, Aaron. My Pokemon! Oh, that's actually really bad for my throat. Shit. Oh, you keep talking? Don't forget what you've done to me. I'll make it so you can't forget. I'm Pokemaniac Steve. I couldn't afford to have my costume. Did I miss the gym? I missed the gym. Wait. Where is it? That's Fall Arbor. How did I... Wait, what? Is that... That's the battle tent, isn't it? There's no gym on the map. Wait, what? Is there just a... Hang on. Thank you. Hey, Flannery? Where are you? Oh. Damn. Hold on a second. Because I came over here to do the gym. Who are you? Who, I really want to know. Who are you? Who. No, that's the battle tent. In the remake, I think there's like a whole shipping container, not shipping container, but like a airport thing over here, isn't there? Where the fuck is Flannery? Am I forgetting? Hold on. Oh, it's up in Lava Ridge. Okay. Which we can't get to. Because the vernacular's down. One needs strength, which I guess I don't get from... Wait, can I use strength already? No, I got the HM. I don't think I can use strength, though, can I? No, I need a badge first. Oh, is this one weird? Hold on, so if I keep going this way and do the Cozmo stuff... I'll probably... I can just take the cable car once I do that. I can go back over there. And I can get the glasses and go for the desert, even though the desert is not really relevant, is it? Because what we did Mauville... Wait, no, I wanted to unminimize. There we go. We had Mauville. We got a gym up here. We got Norman back in here. No, in Oldale eventually. Isn't he gym number 5? Don't I do him after Flannery then? Does he give me strength? Maybe. Wait, can I go back into Norman right now? I have a flying type now. That's not very high level. Okay, so yeah, we do that. Eventually we can go... I never even checked. Could I just gone east from Mauville this entire time? I just didn't even go there. Four Tree City. I know it's past the swampy stuff. You need the... No, you don't need a bike to get through there, but there's going to be a lot of, like, stuff in there. That's where you get Fly. I'm pretty sure. There's a rival fight here, too. That's where you get Kecleon and stuff up there. That's the mountain with the ashes on top for something or other. I remember that for some reason. That town has a weird name, but I like it. This is, I think, the last gym with Wallace? He might be a different trainer, though, in Emerald. I don't remember. This is where you have the Psychic Twins. This is something. I don't fucking remember. Okay, yeah. I think we have to go Cozmo, and then we can go up the Vernacular. Can the local gym leader handle the criminal gains, please? In the Pokemon manga, that would be her job. Hi, Swablu. Sorry for what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna get you wet. Not in a weird way. Go on, second one. Is Swablu a dragon by default, or do you have to evolve it first? I do like the Swablu evolution. It's very cute. Oh, right. It's a dragon. Is there a dragon gym leader? Or is there a dragon... I can't remember. You know, I don't gotta speculate. I will find out in 40 hours, in 2 months. Let's get Blitzen out front again. Ain't no rush and learn how this thing's gonna go down. Though, if I can't just run and do the gym, I might just go back to Ashes. If you're lighting a campfire, make sure you have water handy. You might get thirsty. Yeah, I like to play a fire, but I have this kind of voice. We use the same model for, like, the guitarist guys. Ada really is not sure why they have so few overworld models. It's weird. Blitzen used the programming language that they use for, making apps on Apple devices? I think that's what Swift is. Ada was really confident and then forgot what she was saying in the middle of it. I think Peck is just such a bad move. I think we just use Swift instead. Yeah, I think Swift is actually gonna be stronger. Whoa, thanks for dousing my fire. That would have been, like, more appropriate if you were using your water type. You set my spirit on fire? Let's register each other. Okay, I'm gonna validate you, and you validate me, and now we can both use Facebook. Nice. Hey, Dewey. Thank you. What do you got on you? What's the actual? 35, 60. Yeah, even with stab, Swift is a better move, I think? I think so. I think stab is 50% bonus. If you're not prepared, you shouldn't be up in the mountains. Have you made your Pokemon evolve very much? I'm gonna believe there's like a nice like camping association out here where it's like a lot of like mentors for younger folks. Let's peck the grass type. Does flying be grass? I don't think it. Well, actually, no. It's only a 6 level difference. Does flying be grass? I can't remember. Well, yep, it does. Tis Gucci. What else you got? Meow. Actually, wait. Swift is a multi-target, right? Swift is really good in this game. I forgot. Yeah, Mr. Bonding was a little weird in X and Y. That is a man who should not register of children, or at the very least needs to tone it the fuck down around people. The mountains are unforgiving. Oh, I see. That's good to know. The wilderness is rugged and will kill me if I'm not careful. Thanks, Pops. I never knew I had so much to fear from the woods. Yoodle-hee-hoo! You're supposed to shout yoodle-hee-hoo since it doesn't echo here. Yoodle-hee-hoo! Yoodle-hee-hoo! Uh-oh. I'm a bad matchup for this. I guess back. No, we're gonna switch out to someone else, I think, actually. No, normal damage. Yeah, actually, like, our Jules has a lot of levels on him. X and Y had that guy, and also your big villain for that game wanted to, like, commit genocide or something. X and Y was doing some weird stuff. But also, you had, like, 4 rivals, and it was, like, really stilted in the beginning, too, for, like, just progression speed. X and Y was a weird one. Once you got to get going, I think it was like, pretty decent. +5 special. God damn, she was holding back. Or he was holding back. Pokemon gender. But chop. Oh, I just realized something. They're making that Pokemon Legends Arceus sequel in X and Y, aren't they? Mr. Bonnie might come back. And now it's time for a cave, which means I probably don't want a flying steel type out front. Oh shit, I think it's a Lunatone here. Wow, I just did 3 battles in the battle tent that took me 20 minutes. Huh. Oh yeah, they have the hoods. Okay. How'd you know it was Team Magma? Well, horns. We're dressed so unseriously. Hey Zubat, how you doing, bud? Been a while. Not gonna confuse me this time, my speed's too high. Huh. Uh-oh.
With this meter, right, that thing in Mount Chimney will... Huh? Eh? I don't know who you are, but if you get in the way of Team Magma, don't expect any mercy. Hold it right there, Team Magma.
Oh. You're badly mistaken if you think you can have your way with the world. Oh.
Even Team Aqua joins us. But it's too much trouble to deal with you all. It doesn't matter. We've got the meteorites off through Mount Chimney we go. Be seeing you, Team Aqua dingbats.
Ah, that hurts my voice to do. 1 second. Didn't I see you before? At Slateport's museum? Ah, so your name is Ada. At the time, I thought you were one of Team Magma's goons. Humph. You're a one-odd kid. Team Magma is a dangerous group of total fanatics. They engage in destruction, claiming to expand the landmass. They are the rivals to us, the sea-loving Team Aqua.
Boss, we should give chase to Team Magma.
Yes, we must. We've got to hurry. There's no telling what Team Magma will do at Mount Chimney. Ada, you should keep an eye out for Team Magma too. Farewell. I thought it was a battle here. It is neat how in these free games, Ruby Sapphire, you have like your rival team, but Emerald has both of them. Because I'm pretty sure in Ruby Sapphire, if you're in Ruby, you have Team Magma. If you're in Sapphire, you have Team Aqua, and the other doesn't show up. It's only in Emerald they both show up. Actually, I don't remember. I never played Ruby Sapphire because I didn't get a copy until Emerald. I think that's the case, though, isn't it? And obviously the remakes have, like, the combined story, but...
I'm Cozmo. I'm a professor. Team Magma asked me to guide them to Meteor Falls, but they tricked me. They even took my meteorite away. And another similar bunch of Team Aqua showed up, and after that, I don't understand any of it. But that Team Magma... What are they going to do with that meteorite at Mount Chimney? Ah, beans. That Team Magma... Well, I'm not gonna go home, I guess. Fuck me. I thought I would walk home now. I guess you better go get the meteorite and bring it all the way back here. I won't meet you back in Lava Ridge. This is my voice now. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm Ada. I talk like this now. I mean, the way I hear myself is a very distinct voice. Maybe it sounds the exact same. I really don't know. I don't have that much awareness of how my voice kind of carries over the digital medium. Oh, well. Item get. Oh, a moonstone. Those are useful.
Anyways. I know there's more Pokemon than just these two in here. Oh, isn't this also where... Wait. Oh, was it No, that's in... No, that's in, Gen 2, the Dragon Gym that I'm thinking of. There's like a Dragon Cave waterfall thing known as one too, I think. I do not know. I wonder if PKMMO is still going. The one that was like the engine system of this, but you could just go to all of the different places. I think if I go this way, I go all the way back to Westboro. Hey Zubats, can you fuck off? I forgot how much caves are like this. Oh god, I didn't get the right pipe either. I don't have the flute that like stops enemy encounters. I wonder if the black pipe is just like a permanent repel. That'd be nice. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like a lunatone in here or something, like the sun and moon rocks. Actually, I guess I could be using my Blitzen. I could just be pecking this guy. There's no rock type, seemingly. It is interesting, like, narratively, lore-wise, to think. Because, like, this is the M has Deoxys, which is, like, the alien from the Pokemon from space. Like, the DNA strands on a meteorite or something. But also, it's like, yeah, but the meteorite also activates Groudon and Kyogre. Why? Lore implications. What's up, dude? My strongest skill is busting bricks with my forehead. I can also hold an axe kick in the air for 30 minutes. I lose all the blood to my foot. Uh-oh. He's okay. His name's Knob. Wow, my head is busted. You impress me. Give me a rematch after I redo my training. Okay, Knob. Getting your steps in? Oops. This beach is my secret training spot. Don't come butting in. I do like that sprite a lot. For the Kung Fu girls. Fighting Psychic? Well, guess what? Bird! Nice. Damn, that defense is going right up. Shit. Tanky. Kung Fu Master? Well, guess what? Bird! Have you ever thought about punching a bird? A big one. Like a goose that's trying to attack you. I haven't trained enough. Cause like, I don't want to punch a bird, but I do think like, if a bird was flying in towards you, and you managed to like get it right in the center of mass, it's like, I don't want to do it, but I think it would feel satisfying to just like punch a bird like that. It's not ethically good or morally right, even if it's self-defense, because the bird is a simple creature. But like, with the lightness of the thing, I think it'd be like punching a soccer ball out of the air and just kind of thumps and goes way further than you expect it to, because it's kind of hollow. Anyways. Okay, fine, you're free to come here. In return, I'd like to battle you again. And stop talking about punching birds, Ada. What the fuck? I just think about it sometimes, okay? Also, chickens did peck me when I was a kid sometimes. So, I don't want revenge. It's more just like, I wonder. I forgot about this song. Where is this item? Oh. She's the item! Oh. Never mind. Any others? Well, we can do one move tutor now. Hey dude, bye dude. Heh, that's a great ball. I love that ball. It's great. Did you hear a noise? Huh. Bluckberries. Nice. Bluckberries. Nice. Oh. Bluckberries. Nice. There we go. Shwa. How's the team looking? Oh, I bet we're fine. Shwa.
I have a rare Pokemon. Would you like me to show you it?
You've disturbed my meditation. You'll be punished for it.
But my rare Pokemon though. Can I please show you my rare please? Could we get the psychic lady some shoes? Also, she's out in the woods. She's gonna get some splinters. Whoa!
Zangoose is cool, and it does have a scar over its eye, so you know it's like super cool. Can you fucking not? It's a waste of turns. My time that I'm using to play video games, so this is the experience I wanted anyway, so it's not really a waste of time, but please. That is so cruel to have your team be two Pokemon that fucking hate each other. Zangoose and Seviper are like mortal enemies because it's the whole like mongoose and snake thing, right? And it's like, yeah, my team, two Pokemon that fucking hate each other. I want the chaos. I'm like Dr. Eggman. I want the chaos emeralds.
Oh, it's Spoink.
That is a cute one. I think it'll go down pretty easily though. I gotta check if I'm missing Pokemon to catch. I think I probably have a bit behind on my Pokédex. I wish this game had... Well, I guess in general, actually, I wish more games had the Pokemon Red and Blue, Fire Red Leaf Green stuff of, like, getting rewards for certain thresholds of Pokemon caught.
You want my Pokemon, don't you?
You've broken my concentration. Fine, I'll get some sandals. I'm not equipped to be out in the woods like this.
I have this rare Pokemon. It's enough to keep me satisfied. As long as I have exclusivity, I'm fine. I bought the Founders Pack for Starfield, so I'm okay, because I'm special.
I was meditating with my Pokemon, but this place isn't very peaceful. And we won't comment on it. Because it's too easy. Fuck! Hey Blitzen, can you do me a solid? Can you just not? Fuck!
Please. Ah!
Why is this Zubat only using Supersonic? This cave is just meant to piss you off. Fucking fine. Okay, use Swift. Not Peck. Good to know. I wonder if you're supposed to go down for Rustboro. To loop around to, the Vernacular. Like, if the intent is you go through the cave, down to Rustboro, back through the cave, where the guy smashes Wally's cousin. Like, that's the faster route to get back to, Magma and whatnot. Well, we'll go back to Ash walking. It's also been like 2.5 hours, and I've done a lot of my voice, so I might also be closing up time soon. Wait a minute! I just remembered the best invention is actually using teleport. You know that move you almost always get rid of off of Abra because why keep it? That's why you keep it. It's actually very convenient. I love numbers getting bigger. This is our union mandated 6:17 p.m. Break to look at your idle game for a minute. It's a national holiday. I hope y'all are partaking. Okay. And back in we go. Today's been nice. I finished up that course finally, learned some more CSS, been playing this and it's been a fun time. I'd say it's a good day. I just did another 3 battles at the fucking Fane or whatever. Cute, lesbians kissing. I need to fix that so it stops doing the little bar in the middle. Engage. I keep leaving a purple bar for some reason in the middle of the screen. It doesn't go away. I do not know why. Okay. Black pipe. Reduce counter rates. Let's do it. If I had just bought the other one, this would have been so much faster. Well, kind of. I don't remember how it works for, like, if it's number of steps or if it's... like, every time I leave the house, do I have to, like, reapply it, maybe? And I don't know if I can quick select it either? I mean, honestly, unless they break, I feel like the black and white pipes, if they affect encounter rate, should be key items, so you can put them on select. Yeah, we'll find out. I spend, although in this game, I don't see why you would need to increase the encounter rate. It's already pretty fucking fast. Cool. Okay, so we're back into this. What else is on my mind? Let's see. I still gotta finish watching ZZ Gundam. I haven't watched that in a bit. I got to the bit where it's like, okay, final movement, I'm getting it. The show's good again. Yeah, I meant to be like watching more media, but I don't know. I go through waves, and what my brain wants to do is be more actively doing stuff and watching like a Let's Play or something at the same time instead of actual media. The fact that it's captions for subtitles and there's no dub version definitely makes that a little bit harder to do, just because I have to actually like look at it and pay attention. I'll get to it eventually. I want to hit turn A still, so I gotta watch all of that Gundam before it. I tried playing like a couple of the mobile games they have for Gundam stuff, but it just like, it was spoilers. I'm trying to avoid that, or gacha games that are supposed to be tactical, like, fighters, where they have an auto fight mode and an auto team assemble mode, so you don't have to actually play the game. It's like, oh, this is just to gamble then to get the guys you want from the gacha, and you're not even pretending there's a game element to it. Like, you're making this as frictionless as possible, so that as many people will play this as possible to make money off of them, so you're actually like making the game like non-existent basically. It's like after like a day I was just like, nah, this does nothing for me. Like, I play an idle game, Obelisk Miner, been on for like 5 or 6 months now. It's actually been like a very long-term one. And it kind of is just like, you know, you go along the rails of whatever the game is doing and you get to the end eventually, no matter what. But satisfying. And like, you do kind of choose and optimize what you're doing. There's like some like little plans you get to make for it. Ooh. Good stats. Fury attack? Oh, actually that might be good. Oh, that's gonna be slow. No, just for the sake of not being slow. Yeah, no thank you. I don't know. An idle game where you actually feel a sense of growth is good to me. especially when it's not a gacha and it does not make you pay money for it. Like, if a game's gonna be like pay money, like a lot of the Kairosoft games, absolutely pay money for that shit. Like Dungeon Village 2 is probably one of the best mobile games to play if you like town simulator kind of things and like little RPG fantasy elements to it. One of the best games to play on mobile. But I played that one a bunch already, so I kind of just got my fill out of it. If I could play that game again from scratch, like they made a third one, beautiful. But I've already played like so much. But like, if it's gonna be a free-to-play one, first of all, don't be a gacha, because gacha is very exploitative. That's bad. But like, having one where it's like, there's no forced ads. I mean, it feels like, that is in a way, you know, they made a game, pay for it somehow. But just, it's obnoxious. And advertising is so manipulative. Like, really, ads are not good for your brain. Oh, controller? Okay, we're good. Like, ads are really manipulative and bad and just aggressive in a way that's extremely unhealthy, I feel like. So, even if it's just like, oh yeah, watch a 30-second ad every, like, couple of minutes to play this game. Like, no, actually, that feels really bad, actually. And I kind of guess, like, well, but, like, you know, you gotta give something to them for the game. And I get that. But just... not that. Also, especially for, like, mobile games and stuff, the ads you get on those are just, like, so... loud, annoying, poorly made, AI voice, or just, like, weird, and just not really something you want to, like, see or engage with at a certain time. Like, you know, it's not great. So I'm appreciate when a game is, like, not even no forced ads, no ads at all. It's just, like, a tight game structure that's decent. You can buy a couple things for bonuses, but none of them are related to core progression mechanics. So it actually works out pretty nicely for... you can't just... because it's like, if you could just get the core mechanic progression kind of thing, the way this was like, you know, every time you get the damage increase for next obelisk, you get to just... basically, every time you can beat the next boss, so to speak, you need triple the damage for the next one. So if you had a, like, I can pay for a bonus to triple my damage, that's paying for one progression, and that's it. Functionally, you know? So it makes sense, like, yeah, don't sell that because there's no reason to do that. Like, obviously, there's like, oh, you get, like, more ore, or you craft more bars, or, like, bomb damage is increased because you can't use bombs for the obelisks and stuff. It's like, okay, that all makes sense because it's, like, it will make the game faster in some ways, but it's not tied to, like, the core progression of increasing your primary damage kind of stuff. It's just, it's well designed, lots of fun little features, good shit in there. I appreciate it. I have a couple times come close to being like, am I wasting my time? Like, I kind of am to an extent. But it's just like, this is interesting enough, and I can just close it and put it down if I really need to, because just the way mechanics work, it's totally fine to do that. And like, I can oftentimes like have it going all day, but like not engage with it, besides like once every like hour. So it's not like if I want to look at it for an hour or two, I can, but I can also easily just like have it be in a passive mode for a long time. So it's a nice balance there, I feel like, for I can choose if it's an active or a passive engagement, instead of it being something like if it's open, it's all of your attention completely. Which is an interesting thing for a game to be like that. Wait, I thought they did... I thought this is the generation where they still had the split so that normal moves were all physical. And all... Because if I'm using Swift, and that's a normal move, and that should be a physical attack because it's a normal type, I should be triggering Magma Body, right? But I'm not. Do they have special normal attack splits for types in Gen 3? I thought that was Gen 4 when he did that. Huh. I do not know. Matches not. Ooh, my drop frames are bad. Oh, my internet's gone bad. Are we okay now? Hey, frames, are we back? Okay, we're back. Seems there's a little drip in my frame rate for a minute there, or something or other. Not the frame rate, that would be my computer's having an issue. My network. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like if you want to see an example of an idle game that has a very honest way about how it approaches its own mechanics, and it's just like you can see all your data and information, like you can understand how the game works and its progression and stuff in a very like clear and communicative way, to the point where it's like you can be like, oh, this upgrade, oh, that's a really, like, you can understand the mechanics to be like, I understand what is like really good to get and like how this will impact the performance of this kind of thing. Like Obelisk Miner is just, I think, the best one out there. It does a lot of stuff right. Because I've played a lot of mobile games, and a lot of them just have, like, not interactive enough, too much waiting, or too much constantly tapping all the fucking time issues. Like, in this one, like, just hold your thumb on the thing to make the mining happen. Eventually, you'll get drones and automatic bombs and stuff, so you just never have to, like, tap the screen again, really. Which is so nice. I very much appreciate no longer having to do that. I'm not even tapping the screen, just, you know, click and hold. I don't know, it scratches that, like, management simulation itch kind of thing, you know? Just, like, what number do I want to get bigger? What am I trying to achieve? How do I use my resources to accomplish that? And how can I, like, work towards making those resources better to, like, better increase that, like, kind of cycle? It's a very good loop for this kind of thing, I think. Not perfect. I think there's some bits where it's like, it's kind of too slow. Some of the challenges you have to do sometimes are like a little bit too obnoxious. But overall, big fan. Does still resist flying? Can I just peck you? No. Nice try. I think I'm gonna wrap up soon. I think I'm hitting my limit of talking both physically and mentally. I did do a lot of chatting, didn't I? But it was fun. It was nice to do this. It's always a pleasure. I want to kind of catch it because it'd be so easy. But also the catch rate's not that great actually. But I could, I was trying to catch it. Just because they're kind of rare, you know? Ah! Oh no, it's gotten faster. I'll have to press B even faster in exchange. Ugh. No. I gotta get someone who can sleep in my team. Please. Oh. Brick by brick, gonna build a home in the sticks, brick by brick. Hey, Snake Great Ball then, come on. Skarmory, why is your catch rate so bad? Hey Pokemon, why are catch rates like this? Because the gameplay loop now is just this. And this isn't satisfying or good. This has been a long-standing issue with these games, honestly. It's just like this part. Especially as someone who does like living decks and catches all the Pokemon. Like, look at this shit. And the logic of it is like, well, I can't feint it, or I can't catch it. But it's like, well, why couldn't I just beat it, knock it unconscious or whatever, you know, finish the fight, and then catch it? Like, you have to weaken it without weakening it too much. That makes no sense to me. Anyways, I have complained about a core gameplay feature of this game now. And that means I need to stop playing. It doesn't really. I just want to stop now. I'm gonna see if I can buy the last pipe, and if not, doesn't really matter. I will close up shop, and we'll come back next time for more. More ash walking, more spin talking, more whatever the fuck next time. But because before we go, we do gotta check out what's going on in the Pokemon Ranch real quick, see who tomorrow's little guy's gonna be. And then we can all go home and have a chill one. So how much ash do I have? Okay, I bought the white flute. Black flute. I don't have enough! Oh, thank fuck. I was like, are you gonna throw it away? Right. Oh, fine, I'll just use these. There's no reason to not use them, I guess. I do not remember there being an item limit in this game. It's not great, is it? Ah, why not? I don't know if you ever really hit a cap on that, honestly. Okay. I guess I should actually like get rid of my Pokeball so I have more space in my bag. Oh wait, no, that's not in the main bag, is it? There we go. Now we have it. Is that just a permanent repel state I can just now exist in? I never really used this. How good is it? Is this just a permanent repel? Oh wow, that's a that's a really good item. I didn't know it was that good. What the fuck? Is it like per area? Like when does it reset? Well, there's a couple more to get though, so we're gonna get those first. But I am content and happy with that progression. It will now be an easier matter to get the rest of them. Gucci. Okay, folks. Let's see how the ranch is doing. Shwa. So we got the Gengar, we got 2 of them even. I also have a mode where I can just look around now myself if I want to. I can grab people and move them around. We got a training bag they can play with. It's getting kind of busy here now. I can pick up myself. Hi. Get out there. So yeah, looking good in here. What is this week's guy gonna be? Okay, I got this one, folks. Yes, a blue Pokemon. Oh. Oh, it's a shark one! It's the Gibble Gabite line. That's cute. I can't wait to see it. Thank you very much. And I also can't wait to see Schwa. I don't know if I'm finished about. Uh, yeah, that was a nice little, what, almost 3 hour, 2 hours 47 minutes stream done in the afternoon. It was a nice way to pass the time. Thank y'all for being here. It is an absolute pleasure. It's nice to know that my random ramblings and all my garbage I say is being listened to by somebody. Nah, but for real, lovely time, good conversation, good chill vibes while I did my ash walking and a little bit of ass kicking. It's been an absolute pleasure, y'all. Thank you for being here. Make sure you do something kind for yourself today or tomorrow sometime soon. You deserve it. You know, everything can be kind of tough sometimes, so do what you can to make it easier for yourself and treat yourself sometime special. Special times are made by doing special things, not by waiting for the occasion. So, make a plan to make some time special because you choose for it to be, not because you wait for it to be. And just be kind to people around you too. Do something nice for them as well. All that usual goodness and whatnot that we should all be doing for ourselves and people around us. Thank you for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Y'all be good. I'll be back sometime soon for something else. Well, actually, almost definitely more Pokemon, but there might be more stuff on the stream because I keep making things. We shall see. For now, goodbye. Have a wonderful evening. Fare thee well. Fare thee well. Not February. Finger captions.